If we need to do a lift operation, we're going to use that same natural theology about trying to utilize a pivot point on the vehicle and a lift point on the vehicle. Whether we are articulating the vehicle towards either the floor or roof side, or whether we're lifting from the nose or rear and using the opposite one of those as the pivot point. Ensure that we're capturing all of that progress with appropriate cribbing or appropriate strut mechanisms. In vehicles that come to rest on their lateral side, it is not uncommon for the passengers to be ejected through a window opening and have the roof line or the door entrapping either an appendage or a head. When that takes place, we don't want to just start cutting material away from the victim. If it's loaded, we want to try and lift the vehicle such that we can free up whatever is entrapped and then do our extrication removal. If we get into the lifting element, it's also important from a lateral perspective that we apply that 3 points of contact for a lift. So we want to use the vehicle's natural weight distributions to analyze that. The engine compartment is the heavier portion of the vehicle, so that is going to become the pivot point. We're going to make sure that we add additional dunnage and cribbing at the nose of the vehicle so that it doesn't shift when we lift. From a lifting perspective, we're going to focus on trying to lift from the rear of the vehicle, capturing that lift or progress, or performing that lift with two struts, basically inline married angles to accomplish that lifting application. If we're augmenting with airbags, we want to create basically a pneumatic saddle with those airbags, one on the undercarriage side, one on the roof side, working at angles that are built up with wedges and cribbing to accommodate a lift where we can work those back and forth and manipulate that load while we chase it with additional cribbing or with struts.